So again, just kind of going through the Satellaview stuff. Good gem count, though. I usually want 14 or so. Yep, definitely cracking off some of the rust for this first area, at least. But still a bit of rust, which is okay. Yeah, I wasn't this good there. Oh well. No zombie glitch this time. That is perfectly fine. Don't need a zombie glitch every time. And smush. Holding down. And mash B. Back up to here again. We're gonna try a strategy that's kind of novel on some of these things, but not dying. Could work pretty well. Here's a pretty solid strat. Glad it's Saturday. What a week. It was a good week, but it was a busy week. Just a very busy week. But glad it's Saturday. We made it. Definitely made it. Not as much experience as I would like, but we'll be fine. Still gonna be 2 cycles on the birds there. So, all good. Race the fire. There we go. Yep, I accidentally mashed again on Lisa there. If you mash too soon, you can get an extra text box by accident. So that's what happened to me. Doesn't cost you too much time, but if it was the US version, it would feel a lot more painful. Still going at a good pace. But let's make sure we get the Name Faker Shuffle correct this time. Name Faker Shuffle is named after NameFaker89, who really found it and posted about it on the Discord, so I just call it the Name Faker Shuffle. The idea is just to keep moving and get your health reduced to 1 hit point, so when you get to this point, then you'll have a faster death warp. That's usually where the first split is. I mean, you can set your splits however you want. I just set mine like this just for comparison to the Hulks. But then I added pretty pictures to them. You can get that fireball to hit both of those, but you just have to time it right. Or position it right. Yeah, vertical fireballs work better on those spear guys because fireballs do 5 hit points per hit, 5 damage per hit. They have more than 5, so. Cleaner swag shot that time. Wow, a lot of gems. That was pretty clean, at least. Got one of them, yay! You don't need to get them all. Well, still, as long as you have 240 experience, you're okay. It's nicer to have a little bit more, but this means there'll be a little more risk in Greenwood the next area. It'll be okay. And the boss fight for the Japanese version is nice and easy because it's just this. Ugh. There we go. Not too bad. Nice to get a 10:02. And then just keep walking along with the metagrainers and get smashed. Nice little death warp, which will bring us back. Love deaths in this. This game is very good to play casually, since death in this game does suck, but I mean, you're not going to lose too much progress. You're just going to lose your gem count. So it's one of my favorite games for that, because it's just, it felt great to play back then. I mean, just encourage you just to explore and have fun. Another game that kind of did that a little bit was Axiom Verge, which was kind of nice. You like explore. If you died, you still keep the progress you gained. It's just, you know, you died, so it kind of sucks. But probably should have started slashing a little bit sooner on that one. Oh well. Oh, you fart. There we go. Not as clean, but that's okay. Go. No high five that time. That is perfectly fine. I'm not on like world record pace or anything, I'm just on pace for a decent time. That's okay. I do not mind that at all. stairs, and then out of here. Just do a little sidestep, and Q, and smash. There you go. Lost count a little bit. Okay. Come on, Shadow Lizards. Stay on happy here. Another downward. Be a little bit cautious at this next break. So I did not took more damage than I would have liked. But I can just use the little sidestep that Mr. Freak used. Release out from his, so I just called from that one, so I'll just go up there and then come down. Nice little sidestep. A little bit of a safety, but we need it right now since our life total is a little precarious. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you have plenty of health, you can probably skip that. Wow, gem count is really good right now, though. Of course, I just get that step bad. That's okay. We're still doing great. Alright, let's see if we can do the Lahulk and Elmegus magic show like it should be. Okay. Play a little cautiously here. Just go up around here, just because I want this 100 gem chest. That's 4 seconds for 100 gems is really, really good. Playing a little cautious there, though, since I want to have enough life just to be able to cross that bottom part. So it's not perfect right now, but that's fine. We're still doing okay. There's a sleepy bird. I do want to have my experience at least around the 1660 somethings, because then I can level up at a decent point to have some better health, better attack. Since in this game, when you level up, the odds increase, odd levels increase your defense, and even levels increase your attack. So getting up to level 6 a little bit sooner will be nice, or at a decent point. Don't know if I'll ever get into the weeds on the details as much for Ease, Ease 4 Dawn of Ease, but yeah, that one's so enjoyable to play too. Both great games. This one had the same scenario writer and programmer as Ease 3, I think. It's Masaya Hashimoto, I think, for the programmer. He used to be at Falcom. And Tomoyoshi Miyazaki was the scenario writer for Ease 1 and 2 and 3. There we go. Now I gotta actually start using my sword, so that's why I wanted that level up there at that point. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Take those gems. Nice. It's nice when it works. When it doesn't work, it really sucks, but... Shouts to the Hulk, I think, on that one. He's not only the world record holder on a lot of Soul Blazer right now, but has just found a lot on it, and also made a Taz. He's played a whole lot of Soul Blazer, which is all good. For at least 11 years. So, great person. Maybe someday I'll try to go to France to see him, but gotta get the world to a better climate. Right now, for some reason I don't want to go over across the seas right now. If you see the screen blink a little bit, that's just because of my flash card. I am going to do a safety save because I just want to, not safety save, but a little spot there because I want this run to succeed. Go up, see the spirit ball, go right a little bit, down, right, two, up. A little bit too much. Okay, there we go. Hooray! Dancing in the dark a little bit there. This is a big, painful boss when you're doing this game first learning it, or when you're not first learning it. It's still a painful boss. Okay, that was very close. I'll take it. Ugh. I did not have the manipulation go my way that point in time. I was trying to get it so then the fireball would just go to the right, and then the boss moved like I wanted them to, but it's just didn't get the rest of it. So still got through it though. So that's perfectly good. On to Area 3. Seabed of St. L. The Palace of St. L, however we want to put it. And some great music. Yeah, it didn't go as I hoped on that one. That's okay, though. I just want to get that lined up. There we go. Light arrows are great. They do 10 damage each hit. But and their hitboxes are really good, so it's like whether it's horizontal or vertical, you're usually hitting the enemy for a good amount to defeat them, mostly. Been pretty decent on time, so maybe we get smushed there. Nope, don't do that yet. // A little bit of suboptimal movement there, but I think we'll be okay. Right wrist is a little sore today since work I had to do like a few hundred copy and pastes where some of the work I was doing is just like, oh gosh, why? Feeling better now though, but it was just kind of like come on, there we go. Six, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? Dented, dented, yay, dented. Okay, no, we don't. Right. Remember, someone counts by twos and they do 2, 4, 6, 8. You gotta say, who do we appreciate? And appreciate that person. It's only proper. Only nice to do. Good thing to do. Here. Take a little bit of damage as we go on this. I think we have enough damage there. Don't want to get too risky on that one. I want to risk it for the biscuit, but it's not that big of a biscuit. Hey, it's Nuki Dan. How's it going? Thanks for the good luck. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Also, glad to see that marathon is still going pretty good that you got going, the subathon. Oopsie doodle. Oh well. All good stuff. How have your eyes been since the stuff, that operation you had to have done? Hopefully they're doing much better. Awesome. Very glad to hear, man. That is so good. I'm so happy for you. I know since I got LASIK or PRK a couple of years, or 5 years ago now, I do get dry eyes sometimes, and I wake up, my eyelids are stuck to my eye once in a while, or I get a headache just because my eyes are a bit dry. But it's just, so eye pain is just, I can relate on it a bit. So I'm so glad that it's been a lot better for you, man. So good. Also, my kiddo loves your cats. I know the feels. And it sucks. I'm glad you're doing a lot better. Yeah, and every time her cat shows up, she's like, "Oh, it's a kitty!" Yep, there's Peaches. Yeah, your troll videos have definitely helped her for the mornings. Sometimes she's like, ugh. Then I put one on and just gives her a little bit of pep in the morning. Start the day positive with some laughter. Absolutely. If my cats did not chew stuff so much, I'd probably let them down here in my basement, but Spock and Bones have to just stay upstairs, the old man. Yeah, I think you're getting after Peaches for eating your camera, or wanting to eat your camera the other day. Yeah, cats. I could probably, you just look at your cables after a while for having a cat, and you just see just all the bite marks, the little pinholes that just show up on the cables, and you're just thankful when they still work. All good stuff. That's worth it. We used to have one of those Google speakers and had that working pretty well, but the cat chewed up the cable. Not sure which one, but it's like, thanks. I guess y'all didn't want us to be in the Google sphere that way. That's all good. That's awesome. Good way to do it. Yeah, it's one thing about having any pets or stuff like that for your cables, you learn where to find the backups. Sounds good, buddy. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And get some good sleep, and thanks for the good luck. And thanks for the conversation. Got enough for a couple shots. We'll see if they actually work out well. Okay, that one was happy. Be happy. There we go. Okay, we got a couple of those at least. Go. And on to this. Might be a little low on experience, but we'll see. That worked better this time. The last time I did that, I did not have the thundering equipped, and got a good lesson that time instead. So far, pretty decent time, though. There we go. Hey, Absolute Aaron, thanks for the good luck. Thanks for the good morning. Hope you're doing well, buddy. How have you been? One short of the level up earlier. That's fine. Usually like to be level 9 for that extra defense. Pretty decent run so far. We're playing on the Satellaview version that was recently dumped. It was by, I think, Hard4 Games, like Hard number 4 Games on YouTube. Posted a video just very recently about this, so he had a link to the archive.org site that had the stuff on there, so I went to it and got it running on my FXPAK-Pro, and we're giving it a shot. Supposedly this is a Hi-Rom version of the Japanese version of this game, but we'll see. I guess for Satellaview, he was talking about it, they would have full games that people could download and then get like 4 or 5 plays kind of as a demo. So, really fascinating stuff. So I'm playing through it. Just gonna see how it goes today on this. See if it's truly fast ROM or not. Fast ROM does allow for kind of a little bit more speed just due to the lag, but it would just be really cool if it's something like that, but we'll see. Because usually if it's fast ROM, it's not just the chip, there has to be a little bit more to it. Getting all the gems though, wow. Of course I get all these gems on a run that's decent, but not like world record pace or anything. Well, then again, this is just the different version of it, so I'm not too concerned about big pace like that today. Oops, forgot to shoot the light arrow. There we go. Did not get that Yeti fast enough, so I'll have to wait a little bit more. That's okay. Yeah, just gonna go ahead and re-equip this. I just rather keep this more consistent. I think you do save a little more time if you one menu for not equipping that, but you really have to be quick on these then. And I'm like, I'll just do this. Gotta save my thumb a little bit. My wizened old age of 42. There we go. Cool. One. flashers. That's their name, officially, I guess. So far, it's been a pretty solid run. I said not really like a world record run. I mean, have enough slop in there to pretty much defeat that, but that's okay. We're having fun. That's the point. Just have fun today. There we go, that's it. Wow, that made it look like I knew what I was doing. Great. Hey, Grandpa Logs. How are you doing, buddy? Two, three, 4, 5, and 6. Ah, fart noise. I like doing that because it's a reminder for me that I actually stepped on, or I switched to the power bracelet. This helps with my memory. Sometimes I have good memory for certain things. It's just, it's not sometimes the things I want. So that just helps me for consistency. Good enough. 25 gems, so maybe we'll get more. Excuse me. Do it this way because I really need the gems. Oh, fart. That's okay. Hanging in there. Where are you going? That was a pretty good one. Oh, don't hit it yet, dented. There we go. Good water. Gotta look at the big gems here because okay. Ah, fart, dang it. There we go. Yeah, we'll do it the normal way then. Okay, so far so good. Doing all right. We've got Leo's basement next, or Leo's lab. I say Leo's basement because that's kind of a tough part of this game. Tough part of the run, since a bit more precision. We'll see how it goes. Thankfully, my muscle memory has been pretty reliable lately. Just a few hundred times can help. Wow. That did not go like I hoped, but oh well. That's okay. Still doing fine. Okay, let's see how this goes here. Should be fine, just gotta be a little bit careful on moving parts. Okay, health is still okay. Ouchies. Okay. The best we can. Doing good there. And the glitchiness on the screen that's showing up once in a while is due to my flash card. Me not shutting off the save state stuff. And that's okay. We're just... It's mostly for research here. Just to see if this is truly the fast ROM hack or not. Or a fast ROM version of this game. Ugh. Definitely play it safe a little bit. There we go. Have to be a little bit safer on this, and that's okay. No, we don't have to be as safe. Hold on real quick. Got some nice news last night as well. I accepted into... The thing I was doing recently was an interview for the Limit Break content team, and I was accepted. So it's going to be a great time. There we go. Got a little distracted because of that. My friend also got in as well, so. So, great times. I gotta make sure I'm actually playing. That would help. Okay. There's one thing that is kind of a pain with this compared to Ease 4. You don't get as many breaks. It's pretty much a quick run that you are going. It is, it's the thing with this run, it's an hour, it's a brisk hour and a half. It's 1 hour and a half, but it's very brisk. Oh yeah, I didn't have to do that. My brain is just kind of right now, so sorry about a little bit of that, but that's okay. That's not the purpose of this run. This one is just mainly for research. So we can learn. I'm learning that I get distracted a bit easy. Which is completely fine. Good to be distracted once in a while. We'll keep that, and then we'll just take the damage here. Definitely added on, I think, 30 seconds from taking on that extra layer. But whatever. This is just for fun. It's one of the things I'm glad about for having speedrun this game so much. I can play one of my favorite games in a short amount of time. Ooh, that was not happy. We'll probably do a safety on this one. We gotta get the other one there. There we go. Oops. I did take my ADHD med, but sometimes it's still, my brain still has fun just we may know that, yeah, it's still a little bit fuzzy on some things once in a while. And we are definitely going to take on this. Slight strats from the Hulk coin is 100% done. We're getting this. Oh, okay, crap. Even with the light armor, that boss is going to do a lot of damage. So it's good to do this if you're, if anything, if you're doing this as part of the Everhate race, that's completely fine. I intend to sometime just do kind of a run at some point, just showing off just how fast you can still be. Just kind of doing the other stuff with it, so. Wow. That took a while for a scammer to show up, but that's okay. Let's continue ignoring them. We'll ban them, of course, but the run's pace really isn't going to be affected too much by this. So far, I really haven't seen much that indicates this is the Hi-Rom version or Fast-Rom version of this game, but it'll definitely be evident when we go against Death Toll. If we fight against Death Toll and there really isn't any leg, then we know for sure. But I have a feeling there probably is going to be. But we'll see. We'll definitely see on it. Use ghosts, I like to stand here. It just kind of goes around there. Nope, did not want to cooperate on that one. Or on that one. A little safe on that one, but that's okay. We do have a level up coming up, but it's a little precarious here. There was my level up, I guess. Alright. Now we're going to do a sword switch glitch, so there's a little bit of screen flashing. And there we go. Oops. Helps when I walk in the correct place. Yep, I'm half a tile off. Oh well. Oh, you farting butt. There we go. What a meanie. Not very nice to that monster. Oh well. Need to equip that harp string. The thing with movement in this game, there is no diagonals, and your vertical and horizontal are exactly the same in terms of pace. So there really isn't much reason to do kind of a fancy diagonal thing unless you're trying to avoid some leg one way or the other, which really isn't present on this one. Helps when I'm facing the right way. There we go. I always want to release Dr. Leo first. It's only going to save me 1.3-ish seconds here, but if it was the Japanese version, it would be 5 seconds. You release the guards first before talking to him, he'll have more to say. That's neat and all, but we just don't want to hear it because we want to go fast. Okay, select the right option though. There we go. We'll soon find out if this game is truly fast ROM or not. And it's all good because then I can still say I've speedrun every version of this game. Yeah, I gotta equip the Costco executive membership card. And get that spirit blade. You want the spirit sword equipped. It's a pretty good one. There we go. So some of the indicators to watch out for the boss is mainly just going to be the leg. When the boss shoots a bunch of fireballs, then you can really tell, like the downward ones. If there's a lot of leg that happens as it's moving sideways, then it's definitely still the slow ROM. Because, I mean, this could be still the fast ROM, but if it's not programmed exactly to use the fast ROM, then there is kind of a difference, or it's kind of this, just how it is there. It's just kind of like, well, this is a neat thing to have, but it's not necessarily, you know, the be-all end-all. Yeah, I think the big thing is with the Ever Hate race coming up. I know I've been wanting to. It seems like a lot of people, when they get really familiar on this game, they make a tutorial or something like that. I guess for me, it's more of just kind of a show off the safeties, just so then if anyone wants to do this one, they can see that confidently you can still get a pretty good time, even if you're using a lot of safeties. Strats is just having them presented just so that they're available for you. How many swoops are we going to get? All right, we got 1 so far. 2 so far. Yeah, so far this is looking like it's not the fast run. Alright, so that was a good fight. Less swoops than the last time when I had 8. That was just ridiculous. I must have gotten all the swoops so the Hulk didn't have to get them for his 100% run. Or his ones recently. His latest one didn't have any swoops, which is really cool to see. We'll fly back with our butt. Gotta be classy. Alright, we are getting close. I have a feeling that though this is Hi-Rom, it's not taking advantage of it. So it's like it has the power, but it's not using the power. Usually for that, you'd have to get the instructions kind of set up and everything for that. So we'll see how this goes. Like I said, the big indicator is going to be the fight against death toll. So far, it's not looking like it's... I don't know. I should have paid more attention when Dr. Leo blew up. But that's okay. I can check out the VOD. That's okay. Wow, these ones are not being nice today. That's okay. Leave me alone, SpaghettiOs. Okay, there we go. I've got to be a little bit cautious on what's coming up here. Unless I want to take a death. I don't really want to do right now. It's going to be a little bit of trepidation there, but that's okay. There we go. I didn't quite get up against that statue fast enough to really get that going there. Sometimes I get that working well for me, but I don't know, sometimes it seems like the swing at the enemy, but then get that over to just slash them, or get them, usually ends up being the faster one. Just get that equipped and prepped. These things do pretty major damage. So we want to get that equipped fast as possible. Your armor the armor and weapons in this game scale much faster in the second half of the game. Like, rather than just getting one extra point of whatever, when you get up to those other ones, it scales up by 2, which is really good. Oh, gotta be cautious here. There we go. Alright. Up 374,160, I think, is the number. And then I do one more cycle, and then I go against the boss. Or just get the rest of the pickups I need to. Alright, then one more, just to be safe here. And just keep going. I'll go with swords on this one. It's a little bit faster on this. Stick with that. And yeah, definitely not going to be a. It's probably gonna be a 126, which is still a great time. Or 127, I should say. First, we'll go here, go underwater. Embracing the sea life for those extra damage, just to see if we can get closer to not basically reducing one more hit. It just saves you half a second if you can get everything else. A huge part of it is just making sure you don't compromise your optimal path when you're going towards that. But getting those free hits you can, like that one there, it's not really going to help you on this to get rid of your armor. There we go. Since your armor, your defense now, those enemies are not going to... The damage they do to you is not going to really be affected as much without your soul armor. There we go. We gotta get the red hot stick. But you can talk to the mermaid's tail at least. Save yourself a little bit of time. The phoenix resides on the stick. Fun point of trivia. From the Hulk, I heard that, from Wexel, I heard that whenever Everhate would raid your stream when he was still around, God rest his soul, he would essentially just, he would say his raid message would be, the phoenix resides on the stick. Which is what that mermaid would tell you in the English or the US version whenever you would get that. So I think the same translation, the English one, is used also in the Scandinavian version of this game. The thing I'm glad about, though, is I can at least say on this run of this that I am probably going to post it onto YouTube just to show, just for archival purposes, that yes, this is this version of the game, which is the Satellaview version. So now that we have the red hot mirror, time to talk to the King of the Mountain and get the dancing grandmas there. That's probably gonna be 128 now that I think of it, or 129-ish. definitely have some slop in this run, and that's okay. This was just for fun anyway. The biggest reason to play this game is just to have fun. Alright, so let's finish this up. Just go right here, and you can walk across the stairway. It's there just for looks. Okay, battle time against the boss. Now with the super bracelet and upward, you can defeat these very quick. Okay, so far our timing is too good. I'm going to purposely time this because I want to get a fire arrow happening here. Yep, this is not the fast run. It's a little bit faster, but it's not the fast ROM hack. So Satellaview is pretty much 1-for-1 the Japanese version of Soul Blazer. So as far as I can tell, pretty much it's just okay. Give it a try, and if you like it, you can go ahead and buy the game. So. Helps to have more gems though. Alright. Not bad. 129. Decent time. Time to report my findings on here. Well, I just got a run done. It is still the slow ROM version of the game. Slow down still with death toll and other bits. Getting my run onto YouTube, at least for archival purposes. Long story short, yes, X version of Soul Blazer is neat, but same as the original Soul Blazer J. The more you know. Cool. It's good to see. So yeah, pretty much just stay with the normal Japanese version of this. Not much reason to play the BSX version, though it's really cool that it exists. It's really fun to see that it's there. Big key is I'm just going to, I guess I can just let this play since we want to make sure that ending's not any different. I doubt it is, but it's still really cool. This was found out about it on YouTube from a video by Hard4 Games, like hard number 4 then games, and the guy there posted about this, that he recently got a couple Satellaview games, and this was on one of them. So, or recently this was dumped anyway, so give it a try, and it was really cool to actually see this and to actually see how it is with Satellaview, since at the beginning when you open up the Satellaview thing, you put in your name and then you're on a kind of a map screen. It's almost like an RPG, but then you go back to your home and you select the game and then you're able to play it. There's a little bit more to it, but somehow figured it out this morning, so I'll take that as a victory. But this was a fun run. I really appreciate. It felt better. Still need to get rust off in order to get to where I was before. So what I might do here is do a quick thing, take a quick break for about a half hour or so, and then probably come back on and get an ease run going. Ease 4, just keep up practice on that. So, yeah. Just gonna see what else here. Anything different? So yeah, it's just my announcement earlier. I got accepted into, or an invite into, the content team for RPG Limit Break, and I said yes. So you might be seeing me more on some RPG Limit Break stuff. I'm still have a bit to learn about exactly what the role I'll have with that will be, but that's great news. Pretty happy about that. Some other great people joined as well, but I'll let them announce it on their own. Don't want to steal their thunder. We should have our own great thunder on it. Big question. This is actually where some people consider to be, I think in the Japan version, or some Japanese runners before kind of getting to kind of how La Hulk kind of does the timing on this, considered this to be when to actually end the run. I think if you're doing like strict RTA standards, just because this is when the last input of the game will be. We'll get one question that's just yes. But I think people who were running it before just said, yeah, just end it on the last hit of Death Toll. I'm like, yes, please, thank you. I'm glad you do that. So that would be where it would have ended. So. Hmm. Yeah, it seems pretty much identical. Like, identical to the other version of the game. So, Satellaview, as far as I know, with just an any percent run of this, it just felt exactly the same as a normal one, except not on Satellaview. Masaya Hashimoto. I think he's the person who left. He's one of the two that left. The big names that left Falcom. It's him and Tomoyoshi Miyazaki. Akihide Takehawa. Not sure if I got his full name there, but he was the musician of this. I think put copyright on the end for his stuff. I think, which is okay. And we get the end. Truly the final decision. It's just like, do you remember me? Trying to make us think that we have more agency on this. Mean game.